want to continue developing that perfect throwing action. One of the keys to, I feel, throwing with a great action is a high elbow. Let's talk about why a high elbow throw is a better throw. First of all, when you throw with a high elbow, the arm isn't off the line and then coming back to the line. So I feel a high elbow leads to more accuracy because everything is more down the line that you want to throw on. There's another reason why though. When you throw, this is really, as you stand on this left foot, this is a rotation point. And the arm is an extension of that rotation point. And if you can lengthen the lever from the rotation point, the farther you are away from that rotation point, the faster that part is going to be moving. Throw here, you're taking away from that the length. Throw from here, you're adding to that length. I'd also add that a high release means your passes don't get knocked down as often. And I also feel you throw it a little bit further because the ball's starting at a higher point. As well, I believe it can go over defenders better because it starts at that higher point. Combined with a good spiral that brings it down, you're throwing over that first line of defense, I feel, much more effectively. So throwing with a high elbow is important. I can tell you that throwing with a high elbow is one of the hardest things to develop. It is very much a process. You will go up millimeters and centimeters if you keep working on it. It is very hard to keep a fluid throwing action and automatically throw with a high elbow. It takes a lot of work. It's just very simple for most people to be here, step, and throw there. It takes time to learn how to drive that elbow up and over and down. Puts a lot of strain on the rotator cuff, which we've gone over the health and how to take care of it. Very important to work on that because this motion puts a strain on that. Now I like putting a strain on muscles. Muscles can be developed and strengthened, and so I don't think you should shy away from it. But the higher elbow you throw, the higher elbow is, you can't ignore the development you need to do with your shoulder muscles. So the other part though about lengthening that lever, and it goes with weight transfer, is making sure you get up on that left leg when you throw. That push, right, that step and throw, look, my left leg is completely extended, it's completely up. Get up on that left leg, and again, that helps the right hip coming through, it helps the right leg coming through. When I'm coaching kids, I'll often say, throw big, throw tall, throw like the Statue of Liberty. These are all code words to say, get up on that left leg, begin extending that lever, begin getting that arm up, throw tall, get that arm up and through. One of the problems with throwing with that high elbow is kids sometimes think that it means throwing the ball up. Get the elbow up, and in fact you're trying to come up and over with the action. It's very hard to get that elbow up. I will show you a couple of drills in a later segment, but right now the main thing is to take some time when throwing and try and get that elbow up and over. So even in the shoulder step shoulder drill, you can add to that if they're very good at that, also trying to use their whole body and trying to get that elbow high. So here we are, shoulder, step, shoulder, throw big, use, overdo it, reach up, remember to come over and down and have that full action. It starts the moment we go forward. You can be on this motion, which is not what we're looking for, or here, drive the elbow up, right to there. And now you here, up and over and down. A hard thing to do, very similar to the golf swing. We can talk about this and that in a golf swing, and people take a practice swing and it looks so good, but the moment they have a ball in their hand, everything changes. With that in mind, it is still very good though to practice without a ball and thinking about it. All right, so we're here, drive the elbow up. I find standing in front of a mirror and watching. So there's the mirror, the camera here, and but I get to see it now. Drive the elbow up. Practice getting that elbow up. It is difficult. It's going to take time. For me at the University of Toronto, when I identified this as a goal, my coaches set for me, it really took me 3 years to get my action to be to where I wanted to go. It took a lot of work, but I feel it was a very important stage and development in my in having the throwing action that I do today.